Hi Pisces, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jenna, and this reading is to see what energies are with you for May 2021. Okay, so I've already laid out the cards just to save some time, but I'm feeling that there's a few different messages. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is a potentiality of communication in a relationship, because you have several cards that are talking about love. So I'll start with that. So you have the soulmate card, the lover's card, man holding a heart reversed, and also the networker card I interpret as being communication. So I'm actually just going to say this right off the bat. I might show you cards that have words on them that mean absolutely nothing of what I am saying. The way that I read cards is I interpret the images and I use my intuition and the feelings that I have, okay? So I might show you a picture, an image, and it may say something completely different, but just go with the interpretation, okay? So what I'm getting from this is I'm really feeling that this person that you're receiving communication from, you either have been with them before in this life, and then for some reason you guys have parted, and then this communication is coming in. Now, the communication on the card is a letter, so it could be written word, text message, that sort of thing. It could be a phone call, it could be anything, but that's just kind of the interpretation of that. But I'm also feeling that there's a group of you who haven't met this person yet, and I will say why, okay? I'm really feeling that this person is a past life relationship. This card, and of course you guys won't be able to see, but in this card there are so many different images of couples in different time periods. So you see them during maybe like era with the Vikings or knights and kings and that sort of thing. So I interpret that as being a past life relationship. So you may not have met them in this life, but I feel that you are going to be receiving communication from your divine counterpart, whether they're a twin flame, a soulmate, or whomever. And these individuals, whether you meet them in person, you have your destined meeting in May, maybe, or again with communication, and in the image she is sleeping. So I feel that maybe they're going to be sending you some messages while you're sleeping, or maybe through meditation, telepathic, that sort of thing. But there is energy for communication from a very important loved one relationship this May. Okay, so the second message that I'm receiving for you, Pisces, is that there's a little bit of an imbalance in your physical health right now. So I'm really feeling there were so many cards with imagery about people sleeping. I'm really feeling that you need to get more sleep. So maybe starting a sleep schedule or that sort of thing. Maybe stop reading so much at night and get to bed at a certain time. I know that's difficult, especially when you have a good book. There is imagery of you reading. So if that's resonating for you, I know exactly how that feels. But I'm also seeing a little bit about food. So, and this could go two ways. So I either feel that you may be overindulging in sugary sweets or what we would label as junk food, or you have completely cut that out, and what they're saying is have more of a balance, okay? So I've done both in my life. I've cut things out completely and I've way overindulged in them. I love sugary treats, but the best is when I have that balance, right? So I'm eating healthy, but I'm also allowing myself those treats. So that's what they're saying. what if this was resonating for you, make sure that there's a balance there. So either add more fruits and vegetables or allow yourself some treats on the weekend or whenever it feels appropriate for you, okay? So that was just a small message there. Now, the next messages are kind of, I feel, tied in. So I'm going to go to this area and we're going to talk about passions, okay? So I've been receiving this for pretty much every reading that I've been doing since probably December. I really feel that 2021 is all about getting out those passions that we have inside of us, whether we've had them before in our lives or it's just something that's been kind of sitting there. Like, you know, I would really like to try this. So we're really encouraging you to let a passion out. Now, in this case, I'm feeling that it's a passion that you've had before. It's something that maybe you have tried before, you have started, but for some reason you stopped. So I'm kind of feeling it's either someone said something to you in a negative manner, or you were afraid someone would say something negative to you about it, or you spoke negatively to yourself about it. And I'm sorry I'm laughing because that is me to a T. That was me. Either way, okay, they're saying revive this. It's time to revive it. Reawaken is the word that they're saying. You're not taking action on it, something that you used to love to do, and maybe you don't find joy in it anymore because of this feeling. Maybe I'm not good enough, not good enough, not good enough, okay? And I can completely relate to that. When I started reading cards, I've been reading cards for a few years now, but when I started, I was reading them for myself and then maybe for a friend or a couple of family members just for fun. And I always wanted to start a YouTube channel and I always wanted to read kind of more professionally, but I never thought I was good enough. So I stopped. And you might even see that my first video, there was a long span before I posted again. And it's just, you know, that not good enough feeling, not good enough. So my angels and guides kind of pushed me, like they subtly nudged me to start doing it again. And when I started to do it, I started to interpret the cards in my way. Okay, so instead of saying, let me see, what card? Okay, so we'll just show you this card, Destroyer. All right, it says Destroyer. It's got a volcano. I don't read Destroyer. I see the volcano, and to me, a volcano is letting your passions erupt. Because when I see fire or that kind of fiery color, to me, that's releasing passion. So I started interpreting the images instead of what the guidebooks told me it was. And when I started doing what I felt it was, then I found I was a better reader, okay? So maybe not playing by the rules, and I feel that this is coming up in your reading. We're not playing by the rules. We're not, you know, we're not gonna stay in this little box of what society says we need to be or how we need to go about things in our lives. So I'm really feeling that they are encouraging you to let whatever this is out and you will know what it is. I do feel that you are going through something right now. You may be feeling lost. I'm definitely feeling that you are kind of in this stuck energy, or that's how you are feeling. You're not actually in stuck energy, you're just feeling that you are, but you're not. So what they're showing me is whatever it is that you are wanting, moving forward, this goal that you have. Maybe for some of you, I'm feeling life purpose. We're looking at life purpose. Whatever it is that you are trying to get to, moving towards, the door's already open. It's already open, but you're looking at the wrong door, okay? You are looking at the door that fits fits that box, whatever it is. It could be, maybe you think you have to go to school for something and you're looking for, maybe you're waiting for money to go to the school, or, you know, it's like you're waiting for something, but it's not the right thing for you. So whatever it is that you're wanting, they're bringing you towards that, but just in a different way. So same with the card reading. You know, I could go by the guidebook, but I wasn't terrible, but I wasn't great with the guidebook because it didn't fit me, okay? The way that they have made for you, your angels and your guides, that's you, but you're not seeing it at all. So, yeah. So there's something that they want me to share with you. And I mean, obviously this is going to be different for everyone, but this is what I'm seeing. Whatever it is that you're working towards, and again, especially for those of you who are working towards life purpose, there's going to be a lot of different components that come together into one. So what they have showed me is little beads. You know, those little plastic beads, they're absolutely tiny, but then you string them together and you make this beautiful jewelry, okay? And what they're showing me here is all of these little pieces make something big and beautiful. This card right here, okay? So this is the interpretation. This is the way that they are showing you, but you're not looking because you're focused on trying to leave through this regular door, okay? And you have your hand on the gate waiting. No. And the funny thing is, this little jewel, it's a jewel. To me, it's kind of like an orb that opens up that you can jump through into a new world, all right? But it looks like a jewel. And it looks like the kind that sits right in the middle of a big statement necklace. So they're really showing that you have that key piece. You're sitting on it. You are sitting on it and you have no idea. Okay? So this stuck is just in your mind because you're not looking where you need to be looking. But there are so many different cards that are showing that your life purpose or whatever you are working towards, there's so many components that come together to make it happen. Okay? So okay. Because you're not seeing it, I don't necessarily want you to go searching for it because that might not be the right thing. What they're saying is to ask them. So say to your angels and guides, can you please show me what this is? Bring it to my attention and make it blatantly obvious. So I would always say that to my team before I started really, really listening to myself, especially. I mean, I still go through times now, but I would say, I need to see it 3 times, show 3 times, and beat me over the head with it because I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. Okay, so ask them, please show me what this component is. And then once it comes, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, how did I not see that? Because it's right in front of you. But once you figure this out, there is going to be a big transformation, okay? So that's what they're saying there. I feel that once you go through that new door, then you're going to be more empowered. I just see this as being really empowered. You are doing something that you love and all of these components. And that's one thing I want to say before I go. The components are going to be these little pieces. They're going to be your passions and your interests. They're going to be your life experiences, the struggles that you've been through. Maybe they're going to be about where in the world that you want to help, okay? And it's going to be a combination of all of those. So you have it. Yeah. Okay, they're showing me, or making me think of Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz. She had it in her all along. She just didn't know it, right? So you have it in you. It's time for you to let yourself try something new, to go through that new portal, that new door for this transformation. And then things are going to start just flowing and working with you, okay? All right, Pisces, so this is your reading for May 2021. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if it resonates, and hopefully I'll see you next month. Thank you. Bye.